I'm going to talk about the NFL Week 1. I would have came out with a predictions video, but I worked nights and just there was some stuff going on weekend, I had homework and stuff. So this channel is gonna be school based, NFL based, life based. A little bit about me. I grew up in the Central Valley, California. Shout out 559. I'm currently across the country in Florida. I moved out here for a job. Going to school. She made the first start. I wish I could have been listed. There's a few stories behind that. If you want to know that, comment down below. So week 1 of the NFL season officially started. I'm a Jaguars fan. I was excited. New era. Just that didn't like the coaching hire. And I'm also a Florida State fan, which is weird where I'm at because I live in the middle of Florida and everybody's Gators fans and Jaguars fans. I'm a Florida State fan and a Jaguars fan. So speaking of the NFL season, all the NFC West teams went undefeated. Seattle was really good. Russell Wilson just had a field day. It looked like I call them moon shots, but he threw the ball and it was just like to Tyler Lockett twice. And I thought the Colts defense would look a little better. They didn't look as good as I thought they looked. And then Arizona, they played Tennessee, which is Jaguars' rival. In Arizona, they look really good. They beat Tennessee pretty bad. San Francisco played Detroit, which honestly they rested most of their starters in like the fourth and third quarters, and it wasn't close at all. Honestly, the score later in the game was closer than what the game entailed, basically. And I'll get to the Rams later on because they played Sunday night. My boy Ramsey, obviously Florida State, Jacksonville. Ramsey was my boy. He's still my boy. I like him. I ain't gonna lie. He's my boy. It's just I'm not as boisterous as he is, but he's my boy. So let's see who else. West is Seattle. I'm missing the team. Seattle, St. Louis, Arizona. I'm sorry. This is my first. Who am I missing? Los Angeles, San Francisco, Seattle. Oh my gosh, who am I missing? Because they went undefeated. Seattle, Arizona, San Francisco. I'll figure it out. I'm missing a team. The Chargers, they looked pretty good. Fitzpatrick got hurt, which I don't think will make a difference. And then my team, Jacksonville, we should have ran the ball. Urban Meyer said it in the press conference after the game. Trevor Lawrence threw like 58, I think 51, 58 passes, and it's just in our defense. Houston ran the ball and did play action and took shots down the field, and I was expecting us to win. Honestly, I was saying if we get 4 or 5 wins, I'm okay. This game I thought would be a give me game basically. And then we didn't run the ball at all. We had four holding penalties, false start penalties, too many men in the huddle penalties. It was rough. I watched the game. Like, I was tired, but I watched it. It was rough. Like, it was just bad. Trevor Lawrence threw 3 picks. He went over all 3 of the picks in his press conference. He said he knew it as soon as he left his hands that it was a pick, and you know, like he was forcing it. I could tell he was trying to force to get us back in the game. Should have ran the ball more. And Urban Meyer said that in the press conference that we need to be more balanced, which I was screaming at the television, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. And then there was a play to Brandon Cooks deep where Tyrod K'Lavon Chasen, first of all, came scot free, missed the sack, is on the ground, gets up, misses again, and Tyrod Taylor throws like a 50-yard pass to Brandon Cooks, and Brandon Cooks jumps up for it, and he's fighting with Rayshawn Jenkins. I saw Brandon Cooks jump up, Rayshawn Jenkins jumped up. They both, like, technically Brandon Cooks caught it, but Rayshawn Jenkins tried to take it away, and I knew it was a catch. I was like, he caught that. My dad was like, oh, I think it's a pick. No, he caught it. Like, he caught the ball straight up. They just ran the ball. They pretty much said that they were gonna run the ball coming in, so it kind of was like, okay, we gotta stop it, you know. We just got too far behind, tried to play catch up, and that's where the 51 to 58 passing attempts came from. Going into the Dallas and the Tampa Bay game, I expect Tampa Bay to win. They looked a little rusty. Fournette had a ball bounce off his hands, got picked by KZ, and then Godwin fumbled near the goal line, and then Ronald Jones also fumbled, so there was some mistakes to fix. Dallas didn't run the ball, which I don't blame them. Tampa Bay's tough to run on, but they could have still tried. I would have tried. And I think Prescott had like 58 passing attempts, and it was his first game coming back off of last year's injury. I think he broke his leg. And I watched the game. I saw that game last year. He broke his leg or something against the Giants, and he looked really good, like really good. What else? The Chargers, they're a sleeper team. They looked really good, and the Panthers too. They're a sleeper team. Panthers, they were playing the Jets, so you can't really say they look good. New Orleans beat the brakes off of Green Bay, and their defense looked good. And Jameis Winston, Florida State, looked really good. Atlanta looked terrible. The Eagles look good, but they're built in the trenches, so offensive line, defensive line, they're gonna be solid. And Jalen Hurts looked good. New England lost by a point to the Dolphins, and the turning point of that game was when Mac Jones went the handoff to I think Damian Harris, and he fumbled. But in my honest opinion, New England should have won that game. Miami got lucky. Seattle. The Titans look pretty bad. Derrick Henry's more of a late season running back anyway, so I'm expecting him to kind of amp up as the season goes on. They got Julio over there, which is scary because they play in the same division as my Jaguars. The Rams look really good against the Bears, but the Bears don't have an offense. But they look good. Stafford looked amazing. The 49ers looked really good. They ran the ball, and Detroit made that game look closer than it was. Let me see the game. Hold on, give me a second. Cincinnati beat Minnesota, and that game, to me, Cincinnati was leading most of the way, and then they won in overtime. Joe Burrow looked good. The offense for them looked good, and Cincy's defense surprised me for the most part. Minnesota has good weapons on the offensive side of the ball. I don't really know how Delvin Cook did. So, I mean, it is what it is. They won. Pittsburgh and Buffalo. Now, that game, Buffalo was up, and then Pittsburgh came back and ended up winning. But Buffalo looked pretty. I kind of figured going into the season Buffalo's defense was going to be kind of skeptical. I thought Josh Allen was going to be good, obviously, from last year. But I thought the defense was going to be a little shaky. Um, and it kind of was. Pittsburgh's defense is really good. And they have Pittsburgh to me is receiver, whatever you want to call it, of the NFL. They always have good receivers, so they need their run game to come around. But the new offensive line should help with that, but we don't really know. Well, I don't know. I'm not no expert at all. Like I said, Philly looked good. The NFC West looked good all the way through as a whole. New Orleans beat the brakes off of Green Bay. I think I said that. Kansas City. Oh, now the Cleveland Kansas City game. I knew Kansas City was gonna win, honestly. Cleveland in the first half, I kind of jumped out early, and I remember my dad was like, "Oh, Cleveland's looking good." I was like, Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field. Like, don't jump the gun. Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field. Like, I remember a few years, I think it was 2 years ago against the Texans. They were down, I think, 24-0. Came all the way back and ended up blowing them out. Like, it was bad. I think it was like 50 or 48 to 20 something, 30 something. It was bad. I remember that game. Denver's defense is good. New York Giants have some issues to work on. They, I, to be honest with you, that game was a toss-up. It could have went either way. Me personally, looking at it as far as week 1 is concerned, in the preseason, some starters played, some starters didn't. It really is what it is. The Rams looked really good. Stafford looked like he was right at home. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, Stafford looked right at home. And then I'm gonna be making predictions as well, like later on in the week, probably Thursday or it'll probably be Wednesday. No, I'm gonna just make it now though. But um, as far as the Monday night game is concerned, I think Baltimore's gonna win. The Raiders have some issues defensively. Um, that I feel personally. I don't think Gus Bradley is gonna solve it. I'm not being biased because Gus Bradley's the coach of Jacksonville, but they don't have the talent to run it. They have good defensive ends. Their linebackers are okay. They're running the same exact scheme as Seattle does, basically. You gotta have the Legion of Boom, and they don't have that at all. That's just my honest opinion. Baltimore, even though they lost J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards for this, and Marcus Peters for the season, they have good corners. Like they got Marlon Humphrey still. They got Jimmy Smith, still Chuck Clark, and safety. Chuck Clark's like a safety slash linebacker. Patrick Queen's at linebacker. Their defense line still is good to me. They got Calais Campbell, mayor of Saxonville. I think they'll be good stout in the interior, outside, like defensive ends. I don't know yet because I don't know who's. I heard Tyus Bowser was gonna play defensive end. I don't know who's all. Derek Wolf is still in the middle. I don't know who's all in that middle. I don't follow them like that. As far as like safeties are concerned, I don't really know most of their safeties. I think they still might have Tony Jefferson, but I really don't know. That's just me being honest. Um, but I think Baltimore's gonna win. They got Latavius Murray, and then they got Devontae Freeman. But personally, the scheme that they run, it's all predicated off of Lamar Jackson, his scrambling ability, and then Mark Andrews. If they don't cover if Raiders do not cover Mark Andrews, then they're they got Sammy Watkins, Mark Andrews, Hollywood Brown, and the Raiders should be able to cover them because Darren Waller's good, but they can't cover Travis Kelce either. So that's just it is what it is. So I think Baltimore's gonna win Monday night game. I can't really tell you the score honestly. I don't have a score prediction. I'm just saying what I think is gonna happen. If I had to put a score on it, I think it'll be, I'll say 31 to like 24. It's maybe by 6. It's not gonna be a blowout. I personally don't think, because most of the games this week were close besides the Philly, New Orleans game, which I wasn't expecting. The Rams game, I kind of figured that because the Raiders don't have a offense. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. Now, as far as, sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm about to kind of go into week 2. As far, because I don't know when the next time we'll do it. Thursday night game is Washington and New York. Looking at it, um, I think both the teams are coming off losses. Um, I personally like Washington better than New York right now. New York needs to clean up stuff offensively, and they only scored 13 points in week 1. Um, Washington scored, I think, 16. I think. Let me make sure I don't want to say nothing that's wrong. Yeah, they scored 16 against the Chargers. But I think with this week of practice, like I said, Fitzpatrick is hit. He already hit. I don't know how long he's gonna be out, but we'll see. He's older, so I think Taylor Heineke can do a serviceable job. And they got Terry McLaurin, and Taylor Heineke did throw a touchdown pass to Logan Thomas. Um, and their defense, Washington defense, is still gonna be good. Um, their front four is really good. Chase Young, De'Aaron Payne, Jonathan Allen, and Montez Sweat. They're stout. They're really good. Linebackers. I think honestly, if their front four can get, the Giants don't have a good offensive line, so their front four is gonna attack Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones, and just they're gonna win. That's my honest opinion. I'll come out with a Friday video with my Sunday predictions for this week. Um, but as far as, I'm a Jazz fan, I was looking forward to the start of the season. Still, I'm looking forward. I personally, I'm fine with 4 to 5 wins. That's an improvement over last year. I don't expect us to make the playoffs, especially with a first-year head coach, first-year quarterback. Um, First-year head coach is coming from college to the NFL. He doesn't have any experience in the NFL. And some new players. I think personally, I don't even think we'll be ready next year. I think the year after that we should be fine. We should be ready to, I guess, be a contender in a way. Um, and that's 2 drafts from now. So we gotta get the protection around Trevor Lawrence better. Marvin Jones signed like a 2-year deal, so I don't know if he's gonna be back in that time. We still gotta sign DJ Chark. James Robinson's probably gonna be up for a contract extension this year or next year, so we gotta figure some things out there. Offensive line wise, to me, there's only Linder's worth keeping, but everybody else is like average to me. I think Taylor, if he has a decent season this year, might be able to be kept, but everybody else can go. Cam Robinson to me is not the best. We franchise tagged him. To me, that's kind of like a prove yourself type of deal. Um, so I think honestly, if we can get a left tackle in the draft, that next year, whatever, that should be fine. Well, we got Walker Little. I forgot about him. If he even goes to left, but or might as well say he's been struggling with hand placement and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not offensive lineman. I'm too skinny to be offensive lineman. I'm like a running back or whatever. But as far as how we played, we got some things to clean up. Like for sure. Like defensively, our pass coverage was terrible. Run defense to me wasn't that bad, but I mean it wasn't as good in the preseason. I think they still had over 100 yards, but it's an improvement from last year. I think last year we were giving up 150. Don't even get me talking about Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry went for 200 or 250 on us. I think last game, towards the end of the season, he was just. And he's from the area, so it's kind of like, man, every year he gives us the business. So I'm just like, every year, I'm supposed to be going to a game this year. Um, My stepmom was like, "Oh, you want to go to the Titans game?" I'm like, "And watch Derrick Henry stiff arm and run all up on us. I'm gonna leave at halftime." Like, I don't be. And my college team lost this weekend to Jacksonville State, so I'm just like, this whole weekend was like, but as far as the season's going, every single so far the season's kind of going as I expected, but not this early. So I think this the biggest shock to me was a New Orleans Green Bay game, and New Orleans Green Bay game and some of the other games. But other than that, it kind of was expected with the preseason and all that. Like I said, I'm gonna be making videos about school. I'm not nothing work related, but school. While I'm in school, I am in school currently. I'm taking a HUC class. My major's nursing, but I'm probably gonna change it to radiography. Just because to kind of get me in a career field, get me going somewhere. I'm not old, but I'm older, and I kind of need to do something. Moving out here was the first step, but school wise, I gotta take care of some stuff. Um, I had some ideas about being an EMT firefighter. We'll kind of see where that's going. I turned in that paper by October 15th, so I got like a deadline due for that. My schoolwork's pretty much done for this week and next week. So I think the next time we have to have something due is like the 23rd, which is 10 days. In that time, I'm gonna be looking at some stuff for the paper I got due in October. So I'm gonna be doing that, and then like I work nights, so uploading is gonna be a little sketchy here and there. We'll see. And then once I get better equipment for videos and stuff like that, I'll try to upload every week. Um, it's something new I'm trying. I did want to go into journalism anyway, as when I was younger. Um, do sport like ESPN, NFL Network type of stuff. So I'm very knowledgeable about that stuff. But yeah, that's all I have. Like I said, I'll come up with my predictions on Friday. Um, and then yeah, Friday, probably Friday evening, because I wake up. I usually go to the gym in the morning or whatever, and then come home, go to sleep for 8 hours, wake up 5, 6 o'clock, and I'm up. But my schedule kind of got thrown off because I went to eat with my family on Friday night, or Friday like 5. I'm usually asleep, but I'm just getting up. But I think we left like 4:30 or something. So yeah, and then when I came home, I was in like a food. You know how you eat so much, you get a food coma. I passed out. I passed out for like 2 or 3 hours. And then Sunday, same thing happened. I woke up, watched the game, came in here, went to sleep for like. I think I woke up at like 9:30 or something like that. My dad came in and was like, "Hey, you gotta wake up." I was like, "All right, all right." But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna come out with another video later on with the predictions for this week and stuff like that. I'm gonna go game by game, tell me how I saw week one going and all that, and stuff like that. If you want to have any requests for videos, like I guess any like school videos, career videos, because there's some things I'm working on the side. More information about me as far as like what I do. I don't want to give out too much information because it's crazies out there. But yeah, just I guess comment on the video and just tell me what you kind of want to see. Um, I do play video games too, so I might end up doing something with video games later. Um, Not right now because, like I said, I don't have the equipment. I'm actually recording this on Amazon Fire tablet or something like that to iPhone or tablet. I don't know what it is. It's a tablet. That's all I know. I'm actually recording on a tablet. I was gonna do it on my phone, but yeah, it's a bigger screen. Kind of I can just upload it like this and that's it. But if you have any requests as far as like kind of what I'm studying, like I'm doing an EMT thing right now. I haven't told my parents yet. Um, Kind of looking at some EMT stuff, looking at radiography stuff as I'm working on this class. Not gonna lie, this class is kicking my behind. This is like it's human growth and development, but there's a lot of psychology in it. And I didn't do good in psychology when I was back home where I was at in Cali. Um, but yeah, Like I said, you have any requests for videos, just comment down below. I can't really say what I do. Um, I'm not gonna say what I do. If you want to know that, I guess you can kind of get in touch with me. I got Snapchat, Instagram, and stuff like that. So I might link them down. I might just link my Instagram down below. Snapchat's a little sketchy, but I'll link my Instagram down below. Cause I don't be on Instagram like that all the time anyway. Um, just cause, like I said, I work. And when I get home, the only thing I do when I get home is take a shower and go to sleep. I don't text nobody. I don't call nobody. Usually during the weekends, that's kind of when I try to talk to people or at work. But when I'm at work, people are asleep. So, but yeah, that's it for the video. Just give me any request. I hope you like the video. Subscribe if you want to. All right, peace.